What's new in Bizagi? Automatic testing. Testing is a critical stage to achieve a standard quality in the automated processes. Imagine that you're testing the last part of a process, and you should have several cases to test different alternatives. To create a case once is okay, but the challenge is to create several cases with the same information. You might be wondering how to avoid this repetitive task of creating the same case thousands of times. This question is even more critical when you're testing lengthy processes in your organization, which demand even more effort to create a case until a certain point. Bizagi has delivered a separate testing toolkit for free. Auto-testing enables you to test processes automatically in development and test environments. You record your case manually and save it. This creates a scenario. A scenario is a recording of the inputs and steps registered. Then you can run this scenario several times and get as many cases as you need. The main benefit is you can automate the creation of cases, a repetitive task, to validate formally a process flow, investing less time and effort. So what's new in auto-testing? Now you have a new version of auto-testing for Bizagi 11 with a more friendly configuration. Additionally, it enables you to test not only on the premises, but also cloud environments. Download it. So let's see the steps to test your process. First, download the auto-testing kit. You don't need to install it just to run it. Don't forget to check the system's requirements. A Windows OS supported by Bizagi, .NET Framework, and HTML5 are required. For further information, click here. Then configure the auto-testing kit. Set the connection with the target environment just using the URL of the work portal. In Options, then Connection, enter the URL of your development or test environment. Auto-testing provides you further information and logs about your recordings and executions. Configure the location of these logs here. After recording a particular case, we have a scenario that is a test file. To configure the test file location, browse the app folder and search for the Bizagi Auto-Testing UI exe config file. There, modify the auto-testing file's path value with the corresponding path. We're ready to record the first scenario. Keep in mind, a scenario is a recording manually created of a specific case until a particular point in the process is selected. A scenario has a test file associated with it and can be loaded to create as many cases as required. Click on Record Scenario, enter the information to create the case. When you reach the last activity considered in the scenario, stop the recording. After recording, we can run this scenario. Indeed, we can load one or several scenarios, modify, and then run the scenarios. Here you can find these two options to load scenarios. Let's load the last recorded scenario. Having loaded it, you can modify it. For example, it can be modified to change the assignments in the Tasks tab. Finally, you can run it. You can modify the number of repetitions. You can explore more details about automatic testing by reading our product documentation.